GoToWebinar, which I was so dedicated to for like 10 years. And then I switched over to Zoom kind of after COVID hit.
Yeah.
And, but the,
and I'm based here in Southern California. So I'm here on the West Coast. And I do have a family basically of a whole team of business development managers throughout the country. So regardless of where you're located, I've got somebody. We all work together as one big family. So I've got somebody in your local area. And then again, if one of us is inaccessible for whatever reason on an airplane or hosting a fan group somewhere, you've got me and you've got many others that are here to help you with anything you may need to get info for a client, help close a group, whatever we can do. I put my email there on the screen just because I know that you get communications from Spoiled Agent and we're going to have questions and we're going to get you answers. But I thought if something does come up throughout this and you just want to note my email, and I can help pinpoint you to your local business development manager, or if you're here in the West, then you're with me. But I just wanted to put it up there. And let's just get this started because I have so much to share with you. There we go. This is a creative geography that my marketing people put together. It's like, where are they in the world, right? But essentially, this is a narrowed down shot of the area of the Yucatan Peninsula, which we have 10 resorts of our two brands, Palace Resorts and LeBlanc Spa Resorts brand. And I have 10 total amongst both brands. Of the 10, I have 8 that are located in the Cancun, Cozumel, Isla Mujeres area. I have one over in a family friendly over in Ocho Rios area of Jamaica called Moon Palace Jamaica. And then down in the Baja, 2 years young now, just over 2 years actually, are adult only LeBlanc Los Cabos. So let's get moving here. So just to give you a quick overview, I do have 10 all-inclusive resorts, and I do have a nice mix of adult only and family friendly. And we did a little bit different this year, and you may start to hear the terms we're going to put around out there. We got a little cut short in our running around this year because well, we all know what happened. So we're getting the information out to you digitally, electronically, and via Zoom. But yes, we have our Moon, which is our Moon Palace Cancun. We have the Grand at Moon Palace Cancun, and then we have in Jamaica our Moon Palace Jamaica. So this is our Moon resorts. Then we have our boutique hotels. So you'll start to hear these terms. Don't worry if you haven't yet, because they're really brand new. And like I said, we sort of got stopped in our tracks as we started to come out with the terms and to share with everyone. But in the hotel zone of Cancun, we have our family-friendly beach palace. You can see that on the left of the screen. And it's a little more contemporary. It does have ocean facing and lagoon facing rooms. But being that it is a family-friendly resort, there's a fun room category we have called Family Deluxe, and that is actually located at this resort. It's a really fun, family-friendly, popular for weddings. The very top floor there, the the sky deck is great location to have cocktail parties, also reception or ceremonies as well. Sun Palace in the middle there, that is last year it's our adult only in the hotel zone at the very beginning, and last year in 2019 we closed that puppy on my birthday last June, and we opened it back up again on February 1st, and then of course we all know what happened the following month. So a lot of people haven't been able to see what we've done. We just completely transformed. So I'm going to talk fast so we can get through this, and at the very end I have a little surprise to show you, just a quick video. But if not, don't worry. I have plenty of training opportunities as well as the rest of my team, so you can get to see. And then, of course, our boutique adult only on the island of Isla is Isla Mujeres Palace. It's 62 suites. We do have our own yacht transfer that operates every day but Wednesday, and brings you literally that pier you're looking at in the photo. It takes from a private marina, takes all the guests, your clients, right there to the resort, so they can avoid the ferry if they wish. moving on, I do have part of the boutique hotels as well. I do have over on the island of Cozumel, is our Cozumel Palace. It's located right there on Palancar Reef, and it's known for diving, but it's a family-friendly resort. It's phenomenal, great for weddings, for groups. We have a lifeguard at every one of our resorts, although you can't do body surfing, so to speak, right there because we're right there on the reef. You can go swimming and snorkeling and you launch right off our pier there to go diving. So you don't have to go get and transfer to go to a dive site. You're actually sleeping and residing while you're there on the second best, only to the Great Barrier Reef. It's second to that. So it's really ideal for divers, families, weddings. It's perfect. And then the beginning, when you take the ferry over to Cozumel, you're going to leave from Playa del Carmen, and right there near the ferry area, right off of Fifth Avenue, little bohemian, little trendy shopping restaurant area in Playa del Carmen, right near there, we have our Playa Car Palace, which is 200 suites. It's family friendly, and that also just got spiffed up pretty nicely. We have some beautifully updated rooms. It's perfect for weddings. It's family friendly, and the beach there is really beautiful and spectacular. So I'm going to get grooving along here because the heart of really what I go over, I just want to address the elephant in the room, so to speak. So at Palace Resorts and also at LeBlanc Spa Resorts, we've come up with our program. I'm going to show you a video, and I'm going to ask, please, that you watch the video. It is about 4 minutes long, but there's so much that I cannot convey in slides and in images. The video really will help you. And also, please note, after this, I can get you access to the file. It has been very well received, very popular, and many agents have helped take away the mystery of travel for their clients that really want to, but they're just quite not sure. So our new Purely Palace program, there's over 140 steps that we take, all for health and safety measures, across all touch points, or all areas of touch points. And it's just preventative measures, and they're throughout every area. So without further ado, I'm going to show you this magnificent video. It does have some great shots of the resorts as it goes through in the beginning, but then, I don't know, 30 seconds in, it gets really into the heart of it. Because we do have the social distancing, all our staff are wearing masks. Guests are not required to, but of course some do, some do not. So let me get started here, and I will hit play.
At Palace Resorts, we have always committed ourselves to providing the best and safest experience at all of our properties. As the leader within the all-inclusive luxury category, we already have the strictest quality controls and safety and health measures to guarantee our guests and team's health. Our new program, Purely Palace, goes beyond these stringent quality controls throughout all resort areas, with more than 140 preventative actions to assure everyone's health and safety. Let's begin with the team member access area. Each team member has their temperature checked before walking through a tunnel that sanitizes their uniform. Additional measures are in place to sanitize their footwear as well. Also, all team members are equipped with face masks, which are replaced every 4 hours. In all reception areas, we've installed floor markers indicating the correct distance our guests and team members must keep between each other. We have also placed acrylic protective barriers at all registration desks. In addition, each guest is asked to sign a declaration of health. All guests' luggage is subjected to an advanced disinfection process after their arrival. Plus, all golf carts, lobby-to-lobby, and general internal transportation are disinfected every 30 minutes or after being used by any guests. What's more, Palace Resorts offers online check-in through their Palace Resorts app. This reduces your direct contact at the reception area by up to 90%. As for transfers, all vehicles will have a maximum capacity according to their size, so guests are spaced as safely as they can from each other. Our housekeeping team follows strict quality and sanitation controls. This includes wearing gloves, a face shield, and a face mask while cleaning and disinfecting guest rooms. All mattresses are steamed to kill any harmful viruses and bacteria before your arrival. After your departure, our rooms undergo a complete disinfection process using an electrostatic nebulization system covering the entire room. In addition, sanitation tablets are used to eliminate potential viruses and bacteria within the air conditioning system. You'll find a Purely Palace health certification in your room. Our guarantee that everything has been completely disinfected. You'll also receive a personal hygiene kit, including antibacterial gel, face masks, which are optional to wear, disinfecting wipes, and other products. Our Purely Palace health certification ensures all public areas are sanitized daily with an electrostatic mist system. Also, indoor and outdoor soft furnishings are disinfected and spaced safely apart according to social distancing requirements. Entertainment venues are disinfected during the day and undergo a deep sanitation process at the end of each performance. At our shows, families are seated 2 seats apart, and our indoor entertainment spaces will have a maximum capacity. Our nightclubs and other public facilities, such as the Playroom, Wired, and the Fitness Center, will have a maximum guest capacity. We'll also practice social distancing when waiting in line in outdoor activity areas, such as the water park. In addition, we'll also limit the number of people in elevators as well as provide antibacterial dispensers at each elevator door. The Purely Palace program extends to all restaurants. Floor markers are in place to indicate a safe social distance, and all menus are disinfected after each use. As an additional measure, all of our menus are also available through the Palace Resorts app, and sanitizing towels are available for you to disinfect your phone. All kitchens follow the highest government sanitation standards. In addition, each team member is required to wash their hands every 30 minutes. All products delivered to our resorts, including food items, beverages, and laundry, and including their transportation vehicle, undergo a thorough disinfection upon arrival. As you can see, our Purely Palace program is thorough, with dozens of sanitation procedures implemented throughout all of our resorts, giving you peace of mind, knowing your stay will be safe as well as amazing.
All right, that's our Purely Palace program, and I thank you sorry about that. I thank you for your patience in watching that, and I hope you understand what I meant by it's just loaded with amazing details. And again, I can furnish that to anyone that would like, and I think it's just very impressive and it's just very detailed. But back into our brand features, and being that we are all inclusive, I love to convey the message that we're the most inclusive all inclusive, in that there's just so much included. You're just wondering like, wait, what, really? So for example, 24-hour room service, unlike some of our competitors, they charge actually a little fee every time you come to the door. We don't do that, and it truly is a 24-hour room service menu. Premium top shelf liquors, we do have in-room liquor dispensers as well, the in-room mini bar, and they're restocked when you need it, when you need them. The in-room double whirlpool tubs, that's asterisk there because Jamaica does not have them, except for the presidential suite. But it basically, the Wi-Fi is included throughout the resort and in their room, unlike some of our competitors. That is an extra fee per device per day. You can pick up the phone in the room and call back to US and Canada, and that's all included, not extra. So, and of course, it's all-inclusive package that your clients are purchasing from you. So all taxes and gratuities are included, and of course, you're making commission on that. Here's where I really wanted to get to. Our kids and teens stay free. So I have breaking news, basically, to share with you. You're very familiar with, and of course we thank you for your support always in selling us, but I know you're familiar by now with our Kids and Teens Stay Free, which is essentially 17 and under stay free, and you can have up to 2 17 and under staying free with just one paying adult, which is insane. Can she repeat that? Yes, you can have up to 2 free with one paying adult in the same room. It's phenomenal. Whether that's in Jamaica or in Mexico at all of our family-friendly resorts. But here's something else that's the breaking news. We did have it where week 52, which is the last week of the year, the holiday week, it was blacked out for that week, and the kids would just pay a kid's rate. 17 and under, you would just pay the child's rate. Under 4 is always free with us, regardless. Yeah, so the breaking news is that we've eliminated that. So now kids and teens stay free all year long, and that holiday week, you just need a 5-night minimum stay, which is pretty standard. And so the kids and teens are free. Now the Grand has a little bit different scenarios. So there is child's pricing that would happen that week, the holiday week at the Grand. And then there's a couple more dates throughout the year that would happen only for the Grand. But all the Palace resorts that are family friendly, all year long, kids and teens stay free, and you just have a 5-night minimum at the holiday week, which is pretty epic. Speaking of kids and teens, and I pointed out briefly when we were on the Beach Palace little picture there, that we have this epic category called Family Deluxe category. And you can find it. It's guaranteed connecting room. Right now, the image you're looking at is not the whole room. This is the room with the 2 beds, and in the connecting side would be the king bed. So it's max occupancy 6 persons. You do not need a little person in the room to book this. You can have max occupancy of 6, and of the 6, 4 can be 18 and over. But it's pretty dynamic in that if you do have little ones, I don't know if you can see on that front bed and make it out, but that's little slippers, little robes, and in the far bed is little beach and pool toys for them, like little water wings or little bucket and shovel. And where you can find this category, and again, it's guaranteed connecting, which is really a challenge to get guaranteed connecting. This comes no other way. It's 1 king and 2 doubles in the connecting room. And again, it's max occupancy 6, which can be a challenge in many destinations. So this is at Beach Palace in the Hotel Zone of Cancun. It's also located at Moon Palace Cancun, which is beginning of the Riviera Maya. And then of course, the Grand at Moon Palace Cancun also has this room category. And in Jamaica, Yaman in Ocho Rios or Moon Palace Jamaica also has this category. So keep that in mind. And again, you do not need a little person to book this category. You can have adults only. But again, keep it in mind because it is a challenge, I know, to get guaranteed connecting, and this one comes no other way. Exchange privileges. So I just wanted to remind everyone that stay at one, play at all, especially for the Cancun area, that is. So if you're staying at the Grand at Moon Palace Cancun and they want to go into the Hotel Zone and shop and do other things, and then they want to have dinner or hang out at the pool or have cocktails and watch the sunset at Beach Palace up on the sky deck, they absolutely can. There's no in advance approvals that they need to do like some of our competitors. You just stay at one, play it all. The only restriction, of course, would be an adult-only resort like Sun Palace. You could not walk in there with little people under 18. So speaking of adult-only, we have our LeBlanc brand, which has 2. Our original, the very first one, which is 10 years in a row, AAA 5 Diamond, right there in the Hotel Zone is our LeBlanc Spa Resort Cancun. And then, of course, we have in the Baja, in Los Cabos, in the tourist corridor, we have LeBlanc Spa Resort Los Cabos. And of course, the all-inclusive brand features similar to Palace. It's just that there's a few little differences. Instead of the Chi in-room amenities, we have Bulgari. Here we have butler service every floor. I just think I need to just bring you all there to explain it because this little slide isn't going to really help you. But they do have nightly turn down service with little pedophores. Again, the Wi-Fi is included. And of course, we have a purely LeBlanc. I won't show a video, but I do have access to one if you would like. And it's similar to Palace. It's just that it's branded with LeBlanc with the over 140 preventative health and safety measures. And let's get rid of that. So just briefly before I get into the very last part here, I wanted to go through just to show you, we did update LeBlanc in Cancun. We did spend quite a few little dollars on that last year, an updater. So here's an updated room shot if you have not had a chance to go back since she's been updated. This is the honeymoon suite with the step down for the double whirlpool. And this would be a governor's suite. So you have this beautiful, I mean, come on, that's a great place to take a bubble bath, is ocean view. And of course, we did many areas that we updated, and this is the little area on the 3rd floor where they have the pizzas and other fun little menu items. So then also in Cabo, I just wanted to give you a room shot if you have not had a chance to make it down there. This is a Royal Honeymoon Suite. And again, we do have trainings that we run, and I can help you sell this. We do have room categories here that come, like the Royal Honeymoon Suite. It only comes with king beds, but I do have another room category here that only comes with 2 beds. So there is a fun way to have some good facts to help you sell this to whether it's groups or group of friends, etc. And of course, all of our resorts are ADA. American Disabilities Act. We meet all the requirements, even though we're not in the US. And I'm showing this picture of a Royal Deluxe Ocean View because this is the room category that has the guaranteed, it only comes with 2 beds in Los Cabos, but it's also our ADA rooms we do have are the partial ocean, and they do come with the 2 beds, all the ADA rooms. So all our resorts have all the ramps, we meet all the requirements, and each resort, even Isla Mujeres Palace, which is only 62 suites, that has 2 ADA rooms. So all our resorts have the rooms, we have the ramps, and we meet all the requirements should you need to have that detail. So this is where I'm going to finish. This is my where I wanted to hurry and get to for you, our Palace Pro Specialist Program. If you've not registered, I need to get you registered so you can connect with us. There's major incentives for you. Quickly, there's nights that you earn for yourself to use, to redeem. But over the years, we developed many supportive agents that were just impossible. They could not redeem all the nights they were earning. So I'm going to go quickly through what you can do with those so they're not going to waste. You can actually use them to help close a group or to gift them to someone. But when you're booking direct with us, we start at 17%. We do have some preferred accounts like Travel Leaders, so they're locked in at a really hearty commission percentage. But there is the opportunity. The more you book, the higher your commission will go based on your crown level. We do have the CXAR, CFAR, the cancel for any reason, or we also have regular travel insurance. We do have air. We don't have bulk contracts or anything like that, but we do have air to offer. We have really flexible cancel policy, basically up to 4 days before, very low deposit requirements, $50. It's really competitive. And we love our tour operator partners, so we're not here to interrupt any of that, but we are here to just offer, because we do have many inquiries, can I just book with you direct? Because people prefer it. So we came up with a direct booking department, and it's just here if you want us, if you need us, if you want to try us out and let our team wow you, that'd be great. So direct booking solutions, just a quick reminder, we do have travel insurance, we can do air. A lot of people though do prefer to do land only, and I do encourage that because I don't know, for whatever reason, sometimes, especially nowadays, schedules are just, there's so much else to keep track of. But again, reiterate our free cancellation up to 4 business days prior to their travel date. We do have very competitive group rates. And again, we are very pro tour operators. So our tour operator partners, we have a very close working relationship with all of them, and they also have great group departments too. But again, we're here as an option. And just to remind you, it's palaceproagents.com. I put that at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so the good stuff for you, the benefits for you. So I mentioned about using the nights. Like you can just build up so many nights, and what are you going to do with all these nights? So we do have our different crown levels. I'll go through that in a minute. And this example gives an Emerald Crown, which is the top crown level, and they have so many nights. When are they going to use them? So they have a group booking, and the group booking is a total of 40 rooms staying 5 nights. So that's a total of 200 room nights for their group. Well, how they're going to calculate how many complimentary room nights they can gift is basically by adding up how big the group is. So 40 rooms staying 5 nights is 200 room nights. So you can use 10%, and that would be 20 nights. So if they had 30 nights in their bank, they want to use 20 towards this group because they really want this group. They're all the price points are fantastic and their service is great, but they really just want that, put it over the edge, and just really seal the deal because they're competing with someone else and they really just want to get this new account. And so, hey, we're going to give you a tool to put in your back pocket to bring out whenever you need it. Room upgrades, you can also use them for room upgrades. So you earn your complimentary nights. Every room you sell, you earn a night for yourself and a companion. And then, like I said before, you can build up to the point where, when are you ever going to be able to redeem all these room nights? Although right now, this year, 2020, yeah, I really should backtrack that, huh? Anyway, so example with the 30 earned room nights that you would have in your bank, you want to gift 7 to the client. I'm sorry, you want to use 7 nights booked. I'm so tongue-tied. 7 nights are booked for your client and you would like to use for an upgrade, and you're able to do that to upgrade their room category, to take them from a garden view all the way up to Superior Deluxe Ocean View. You may not use that a lot, but again, we were just trying to come up with creative ways so that you had these room nights and you were able to actually utilize them for something really cool, and just adding to all your great service and all the pizzazz that you bring to your clients. Like, let's just add some more little extra icing on the cake. Weddings, we do have amazing benefits. As you grow with us in your crown level, you get extra benefits when you go and quote your weddings. Sorry, I am so tongue-tied, my vocabulary right now. So your annual credits, this is annual for weddings. So Platinum receives 800, Emerald receives 1200, and essentially you can gift that to your client to put towards their wedding contract. So they can get extras like extra flowers, like this beautiful lady is holding in her hand, or they can have extra, get a fancy cake or other little fun things. And then of course, regardless of having the extra credit to gift, you do earn commission on weddings. So even if you're just starting out with us, Silver Crown agents, in addition to getting your rooms commission with your tour operator, or if you do book it direct, this is completely separate. So this is based off their wedding contract that they do. You're going to make commission on it, and you don't even have to crack an egg for that cake. Our weddings team is there 7 days a week, and they're going to help do all the planning with them. And you, as a Silver Crown agent, would be 15% you get on their wedding extras, Gold 18, and then Platinum and Emerald would get 20%. And again, like it says, not too shabby, and you didn't have to crack an egg to help make that cake. So to become a specialist is really easy. It's palsproagents.com. Go there, register, and then just take one room that you booked and register it on there, and bam, you're here with us. So this is the little chart I was going to show you, all the different crown levels. So lead in, you just register and you become a Palace Pro specialist. Room nights is Silver Crown 30 to 99. 100 to 399 is Gold, and you can see as it goes all the way up to Emerald. And again, every room you sell is a night for yourself and a companion. And for those of you that are very aware of this, and this is like redundant for you, I appreciate all your support. My whole team, we do. And I wanted to share with you that if you had not heard this yet, just like what airlines and car rental companies are doing, what your status changes every year. But what we're doing with this year is, if you were a certain status like Gold, and of course we know what was taking place this year, all kinds of frenzy rebookings and cancellations and people on hold for 6 days in a row. I'm joking, of course. I hope I'm joking. We're going to extend your status. So if you were Gold or Platinum this year, you're going to remain that for next year. And when it comes to the website, again, it's palacproagents.com, and please register your bookings. And this is what it would look like. There's a pull down menu. You can put in the tour operator you booked it through, or if you did it direct. will help you get that in. And then you're going to just put what resort it was, the dates they travel, and it's really important to register because, again, you see as your crown level grows, you get all the different benefits. So please don't forget to register your bookings. And to help you with marketing, there's a whole new area I see people doing, just like we're doing here. You're doing Zoom meetings. If you'd like, we can have myself or your local BDM connect with you and coordinate to do webinars, Zoom meetings, anything you would like to your database, to your clients or potential group clients, and to help you as well with your social media posts. Just fun, brighten it up, do exciting videos, whether it's family oriented, wedding oriented. We do have a library that you can have access to, and that's for both our LeBlanc brand and our Palace Resorts brand. And this is what it would look like, essentially. That's why I have this up here, just to show you. There's a whole bunch of files. It's very easy to navigate. I'm sure you've seen this before, but if you haven't, don't worry. Even the first time logging in, it's very easy to move around. And of course, we're here to help you. So I teased you a bit about Sun Palace. This actually is, if you'd ever been there, it never looked like this before. We developed this whole new hydrotherapy area. So I wanted to give you a sneak peek of the spa. And I think, Kelly, do we have another minute and a half I could show this? Let's see here. I think I do.
Yeah, a minute and a half is good, but we do have, you have to leave time for question and answer too, but I think.
Okay, no, you know what, then we'll just move on. We'll just move on. Because I think this video is longer than a minute and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So no, sorry, it's okay. So I'll end it there. And I will end it with thanking you for all your patience and your support. And I thank you for forgiving me for anything I totally got nervous and forgot to mention. Because there's just so much more to get involved with. We do have travel agent rates. We do have day pass scenario. That palaceproagents.com is where you can find everything. But again, we do have trainings if you want to go in depth on our resorts, and we can go through from front door all the way through to spa on every resort. And we do have trainings that we do. So connect with us and we'll get you registered in one of our in-depth product trainings. So Kelly, thank you so much. I hope I did good on time.
You did amazing. You know what? You guys just have so so many properties and with the different brands, and then of course put COVID on that, and then put your awesome incentive program and everything else. It's just like, come on. I think you should have like 3 hours, but unfortunately we just not everybody has that kind of time.
Of course. Thank you.
No, you did great. Thank you so much. And I don't know if it was nervousness. You did amazing. I think it was more excitement for all of these great things that you guys are doing. How's that?
Yeah, thank you. We'll do that.
All right. Okay, so I do have some questions. So if you do have any questions, please you can type it in the Q&A box. So at the bottom there's a chat, and then there's also a Q&A. So I'm going to start off with Q&A, and then I'll have a quick peek at the chat. But if I do miss your question in the chat, I'm super sorry. Just sometimes it gets a little packed, and we might miss it. Okay, so it looks like actually a few agents would love a copy of the video. So do you think, so how are you sharing? Are you just sharing like a YouTube link, or are you actually sharing the file? Because I know we had talked about maybe sending a follow-up email with everybody. Could we include it in that follow-up just so everybody gets a copy?
I could actually, it's huge. So
is it? Okay.
It's a WeTransfer is the best method that I've found to be the most successful in sharing.
Okay. Well, maybe when we send out the email, maybe once everybody has your information, like your email, they can just reply back saying, send me the video, and then we can take it from there. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, right. That's great. I'll just do one big WeTransfer and add in everybody's emails.
Go from there.
I would like it.
Yikes. It'll be like all over the place. It'll be like swarming social media. That's great. Okay, so Donna's question is, when you check in online, do you get a room number, and how do you get your key?
You do still need, that's a great question, and thank you for that. You would still need to go to the front desk, but the process, if you do decide to do it in the app, like they said in the video, it eliminates, it cuts 90% of the time, but you would still need to physically present your passport, and you physically would need to present yourself. and but it cuts down the time. It's very minimal.
Okay, great. Okay, so Linda's question is, if someone is already booked in Jamaica during the holiday week for 5 nights, can I have the change applied to have it be rebooked? That's from Linda. Does that make sense?
I'm not sure about the change applied, but as long as they didn't, well, even if they did get any kind of a non-refundable fare that they originally purchased, it would just, if there's a cost difference, they would just pay that. But yeah, I mean, we're so far out in advance of, I'm assuming holiday, they mean December. So if they want to make a change, they can.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, unless something specifically on their confirmation says no changes.
Right.
But I'm not aware of any.
But
I'm
on
not
your
sure.
end, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure of how they booked it, but on our
Right.
end, it should not be. And if for any reason it was one of those instant purchase, non-refundable scenarios,
Then that's
I don't know of that, but I'm just saying if that's the case, it's all is not lost. They would just apply that amount towards whatever the new reservation is.
Sure. Okay. Now, actually, Dawn, we had talked about points. So the Palace Pro points, this is where we go to palaceproagents.com and record our bookings, of course, because we have to, because the tour operators don't, of course, share the agent's information with you guys. They just share client information, the tour operator. So that's why it's so important for you guys to go and register all of your bookings and, of course, reap the rewards. But a question on the points. Do the points expire? So how about, let's do like outside of COVID. So let's do regular before COVID. How long were the points available for?
Yeah, that's great. It's annual, so that would be January through December calendar year, and then they have a year to use their nights. So in other words, if your level is based on the annual departures, the annual traveled rooms, okay? So if you had January through December 600 room nights, you know, that would put you at platinum, and you would have that platinum as your level. But the rooms that you sold, if some of them traveled in February, some of them traveled in July, they're good from a year from when they travel. Does that make sense?
Yes, 100%. Yep.
And then now into this crazy year. Talk about 2020. There is no clear vision. Okay, let's just get that straight. 2020, we've decided to take whatever anyone had as their earned status and carry that into 2021. So
Okay.
if you are platinum now, but all of a sudden the wheels came off and things got rescheduled, and what you would have had traveled by the time we get to December is not enough for platinum, don't worry, we're going to maintain you at platinum.
Okay, that's awesome. That's great. I'm actually going to go back to the last question about the holiday week and all of that to Jamaica. So just a little bit more information. She was referring to the kids free is what she was talking about. So
okay, that's it's new bookings only, so you may want to weigh out the option of, if you change it, does the price change? Yeah, you may want to weigh that out before you pull the switch and go and do that.
Great. Okay. Can we book Palace members, Allison?
Travel agents can book anyone. We have our retail pricing, you know, our pricing through the tour operators. And we also have it as direct, so you can book anyone.
So do you guys have like a club, like a consumer club where that you say, you know, repeat Palace clients?
Yeah, there's a vacation ownership division of the company, which is not my division.
Right.
And they have their own world. They have their own toll-free numbers. They have their own people they talk to for when, because they purchase, so for when they want to go travel. But that does not mean that I have not heard of travel agents successfully booking members to do things. The members cannot sell their weeks, so to speak. Like, they can't post on
Right.
websites and because it's intended for them and their immediate family. That's
Right.
what the contract says. And of course, in the past, things have come up and our owners have addressed it and taken care of it. So I know many years ago there was a few occasions where somebody was on some kind of website, posting, "Hey, I can get you this." They can't, but they were
Right.
trying to. So I'm not quite sure if that had anything to do with the question, but you can book anyone. Um,
Right.
if a member wants you to book them, absolutely. Now, is it with their contract? No, they have a place to go to take care of their arrangements for their contract.
Great. Okay. Can we
Okay.
bring teens to LeBlanc?
Uh, 18 is the minimum age to check in. So if
18.
they're 18, 19 in terms of teen, of course, the minimum age, the requirement to check in at LeBlanc is 18, or to stay rather.
Awesome. Do you know if Palace is selling travel insurance for groups?
We do offer travel insurance. We offer regular travel insurance, and we also offer the CFAR, the cancel for any reason.
Okay.
And I can get a copy of that policy. We actually, it should be on our palaceproagents.com site, but if for any reason it may not be,
Got
I
it.
can get that for you.
Great. Now, what about electronic brochures for LeBlanc in Cabo? Is that something that's available in palaceproagents.com?
We do have fact sheets, and we do have, like I said, the Canto Library of Images. We do not have online brochures. I think that's what they mean, where you just
Yeah.
electronically
Download.
click and it moves the page forward. That we do not have. We've looked into that over the years. That we do not have, but we do have. They can
Fact
do
sheets and a
virtual
video.
tours. Yeah, they can
Yeah.
do virtual tours of the rooms. I have videos of the actual resort, which actually I think is preferred because it
Yeah.
shows the staff in action, and pool and beach waiter service. They're putting cucumbers on your eyes. I mean,
Nice.
that's better than a little brochure. Um,
Totally.
but yeah, they can access details from palaceproagents.com or the local BDM or myself, whoever we can get them what they need. If there's something specific they want customized, if they want me to customize a PowerPoint, whatever, we can. We're not cookie cutter. The world is not cookie cutter either, and what they may need for their clients. If they need assistance putting something together specific and customizing it, or if it's something they just want to house on their agency website, or
Something like that.
yeah.
That's
But
great.
we do have virtual tours, and we do have other PDFs and digital supportive material, but just not a brochure, so to speak.
Okay, great. Okay, Jacqueline, I have a few more questions, and unfortunately, we have to wrap it up because I have something else. I'm sorry to rush, but there's so many awesome questions. I have something starting at 2, but I want to get through all of these questions. So we're going to try and buzz through these remaining questions if that's okay with you.
Yep. Fire 'em
Awesome.
off. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So Paula, are the crown levels per agent, or is there an agency crown level?
It is per agent because we wanted to come up with something for you, specific, something that caters to you. However, if there is someone in your office, let's say, that has not sold us, and you are a huge fan and you've built yourself up to platinum, and they want to start, booking with us, why would we have them start at 17%? We can have a person in your agency share and get the higher commission, if that makes any sense. But the program was designed for the agents.
Okay, great. An agent actually on Facebook was asking about commission for a particular chain, which I don't want to, if that's okay, we're not going to get into particular chains because then we might have to go through all of them. Someone else will be like, well, what about this one? And that'll just be ongoing. So maybe, is everybody like on the same playing level except for these agency, like once you kind of hit the crown levels, or like all chains and consortiums, or you do have separate agreements in place?
Everyone starts at 17%, and then as you accrue, and build yourself up, you can work up to a higher percent commission, which is really attractive to begin with at 17. I mean, that's really I don't
Yeah.
think that's out there in the marketplace. But we do have a preferred. So if anyone is preferred with Travel Leaders,
Yep.
we do have an agreement with them, and they get a higher percent to start with.
Okay, that's great. Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, Jackie, can you do me a favor while we're kind of talking in the what's-it-call in the chat box in Zoom webinar? Can you type your email address, and then I'm going to grab it, and then I'll throw it in the Facebook chat box as well. And then if you have any questions, agents on Facebook, you'll have Jackie's email as well, and you can maybe reach out to her about specifics like, commission for travel leaders, travel leaders, etc. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. So next one, any idea if you're going to be bringing back the free night promotion?
The free room promotion?
Free night promotion.
We have a lot of promotions and sales, etc. We did just, I'm not sure if they're talking about the free room promotion, because we just ended a buy one room, get one room free that went from May 18 to July 31. So they could be talking about that.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I don't have any free night promotions right now or in recent history, but I did have that free room promotion.
Okay.
I mean, if
Maybe
they're talking about,
if it's okay, Jackie, maybe the agent can email you directly, and then maybe with a little bit more information, we can get that sorted out, if that's okay. Sorry, I have I'd like 2 more minutes here. So unfortunately, your voice had faded out for this particular point. Just talking about wedding extras. Is it 17% direct and 15% lead-in for wedding extras?
it's 15% lead-in for wedding extras, and then that's for Silver Crown level, and as you grow, it gets up higher.
Okay, that's great. All right, so I'm trying to go through the chat box here, but I'm going to do, everybody, if we didn't answer your question, just because there's so many, it's hard to kind of navigate. I'm going to highlight any questions we didn't ask, and I'll send it to Jackie, and then what we'll do is we'll get all the answers from there. Unless, yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do that. There are a couple more questions in the Q&A box, so I'm just going to ask these from here, if that's okay. Are the comp nights that expired this year being carried over to 2021? And I think we talked about that, but it's a great point, so we'll hit again.
Yeah, we're gonna just forget this year.
We're just gonna forget it. It's all over with. Okay, and I'm just actually gonna see if did you get a chance to type your email? There's so much.
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
I gotcha. Okay, good.
And I see something about resort credit, so I did want to address that. Unfortunately, I don't have slides yet that were complete in time for this webinar from my marketing team to go over. We have a new dynamic rate structure, and so I encourage everyone to go in and price us, and it's phenomenal. The low rates, the reduced rates, the new dynamic is incredible. And they'll fluctuate and they'll change. So if you, for lack of a better analogy, think of as like an airline where you have different rate codes. And once you sell out of Q code or H code or whatever, then the price goes up. And you could have quoted the airline price on a Tuesday, but by Thursday you go back and it's a little bit higher, maybe, another $80 or whatever. So think of that analogy, for lack of a better one, and our new pricing dynamic. So the low pricing opportunity is there, and then it's just a matter of demand. So they really should book in as far in advance with you as possible to take advantage of the low opportunity rates. So go in there and check them out. The new dynamic is really incredible. But of course, with the low rates, that new dynamic, we've eliminated a lot of things that held us back. And one of them was having resort credit. So now the opportunity is there for many different promotions and other things, because like I said earlier, we're the most inclusive, all inclusive, and we had this resort credit, and then people would ask me to do individual promos like an extra spa credit or something like that. And we couldn't do it because built into what we were known for as a brand feature was already including certain things. So now we have a lot of opportunity to work with everyone and get creative, but the rates are really impressive. So soon come from my marketing team, I'll have some slides to go with this, what I'm telling you. I love to have visual when I'm talking, and I didn't have any prepared
okay.
sent to me. So yes, the resort credit is not there, but if anyone did book with resort credit, they will get it. It's just that bookings made from August 3rd moving forward do not have it, but the rates are really low.
Great. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna ask 2 more questions.
Yep.
Does the insurance have to be purchased at time of booking?
Great question. And no, they can actually decide to add it like a couple days later. I think it's
Okay.
7 days. It might be 10, but I like to pad things.
Yeah, sure. No, that's cool. That's cool. I'm in.
Yeah, no, they
Uh,
can add it a couple of days later. That's not an issue.
Great. Are all the properties handicap accessible, and
Yeah,
are
yeah.
service dogs allowed?
ADA compliant is all of our resorts. So if you look on the website for American Disabilities Act, ADA, even though we're not, like I said, in the US, we meet all of those requirements. And we do, yeah, if they have a service animal, that would also be included. And I would encourage whoever does have a client that has that need, please connect with your BDM or connect with me and I'll get you to them so that we can, on our end of it, add special messaging as well.
That's great. And actually, maybe when you sent that email to everybody, it's probably going to be tomorrow. Would you be able to send maybe the BDM? I think you guys have that awesome BDM flyer that kind of breaks up each of the territories, and maybe send that along so agents have their contact information. Is that possible?
Yeah, they can log into palaceproagents.com and get it today.
Perfect. Okay, that would be great. So all of that information, if you're not registered with palaceproagents.com, you really should be.
You need
And
to.
like you have to. There's so much information there. It is. It's just
It's
amazing.
loaded up. It's
Yeah.
busting into the seams. Go use it.
Good. Awesome. Okay, and this is gonna be my last question, and I think I might have got them all, but if I missed you, don't worry. I promise we'll get back to you. Once we're kind of off, I'll be able to look at the report. So Mary's question is, I have a lot of solo travelers. Will this be a great place for singles? So maybe she asked, I think possibly when you were talking about the LeBlanc properties, but maybe talk about both brands. Is there one Palace or LeBlanc? Maybe address both.
Yeah, it depends on their age group and what their interest is, and maybe time of year. So I would say if you're talking about Cancun, definitely Playa Car Palace because it's just so accessible to the fun Playa del Carmen area. Fifth Avenue is right there. And of course, they can take the ferry over to Cozumel, so I can see that being fun. It again depends on their age group and what their interests are. The Grand is also another one because there's so much to do there and such a variety of different age groups that come there and different groups. So you can always have fun there. And then if you're talking about luxury, I would say LeBlanc Los Cabos would be a really great option. Again, depends on their age group, but real quick, off the cuff, without knowing any details, I would rattle off those three.
Perfect.
Just not knowing any details, those three would be fantastic. I mean, even Moon Palace Jamaica, but it just depends on, again, what time of year and their age group.
Great. And actually, this is an important question. I'm gonna ask one more. Okay, so that amazing 2-for-1 Paradise promo that you guys had going on, that has now ended, of course, right?
Yes.
Not extended. If we booked that, were the complimentary room nights for us towards the earned nights for agents? Like, do we earn the comp nights if we the booking?
On the purchased room, yeah. So on the purchased room, you would have earned a night for yourself to redeem. And of course, it goes towards your crown level. Great question.
Nice. That is a great question.
And the jot form is still on the Palace Pro Agents site. We just moved it because the promo is over, so it's not on the header banner. You just go into offers and you'll find the jot form to fill it out. And do that soon as you know their travel dates for the free room, so you can fill that out and send it in.
Awesome. Okay, I unfortunately have to go.
Yeah, thank you
I
so
didn't-
much, Kelly.
Hey,
And
no
thank you to
worries, no
everyone.
worries, no worries. I have something starting at, well, I got to log in for something else at 2. But I think you and I could have just like stayed on for like another hour and just did question and answer. But hopefully we got everybody. Thank you everyone for being so engaged and tuning in and asking such awesome questions. And all the agents followed along on FaceTime Live. Thank you so much as well. And Jacqueline, you were amazing. Great job. And I really hope that the next time we can all have our little watermelon punch, whatever it is, the next time we do this, we do a live webinar, we'll all have drinks made up and go from there. Sound good?
Cheers. Absolutely. Sounds
Cheers.
fantastic.
All right, I'll let you say the final farewell and then we'll call it a day.
All right. Adios, amigos.
Adios. All right. Bye, everybody.
You know.